So good evening all. Today we are here with the next point, that is mode of action of antimicrobial agents. Now what are mean by antimicrobial agents? Antimicrobial agents, anti means again and microbes means variety of group of microorganisms such as fungi, viruses, bacteria, okay, against that which type of drug we use that are known as antimicrobial agents. From that C point we are going to start with antifungal drug, and the antifungal drug in your syllabus given is ketoconazole. Ketoconazole is an antifungal which acts against a fungi, okay. So this antifungal drug ketoconazole, in that first we will see how fungal infections are caused, what are the types of fungal infection, then we will start towards the ketoconazole. Here fungal infections, they are developed due to loss of the mechanical barriers that are burns onto the skin, major surgery, or whenever there is a immunodeficiency. In such cases, in immunodeficiency, when this immunodeficiency occurs during the long-term chemotherapy, organ transplantation, or AIDS, in such conditions our immune system or immune defense mechanism is low, and in that condition physical mechanical barriers are they develop, do not develop, or they lose their activity, and in such condition the fungal infection leads, okay. And this fungal infection may be superficial or systematic. Now antifungal therapy can be divided in two categories: superficial and systematic. Superficial mycosis or systematic or deep mycosis. Now superficial mycosis means it involves the skin mucosal membrane, okay. Superficial means outside the skin or mucous membrane, okay. And this systematic or deep mycosis, that involves systematic organs, means internal organs of the human beings, where the fungi enters through the lungs, through the gut and skin, okay. Second point from the superficial mycosis, it is dermatophytic infection of skin or scalp, whereas the systematic or deep infection is a serious and a chronic infection, okay. And the major groups of drugs of fungal agents are polyenes, and the antifungal drug is amphotericin B, and imidazoles, a group imidazole, it includes ketoconazole and miconazole. From that, in your study, that is ketoconazole, it comes from the group imidazoles. Now towards the introduction of ketoconazole, it was discovered in 1976 and marked in 1981 in US. It is a broad spectrum antifungal activity which is used to treat the skin infections and intestinal yeast infection, okay. This ketoconazole is lipophilic in nature. Lipophilic means which can be dissolved in lipids, and it is best absorbed at acidic pH of intestine, and hence it is given orally in the form of tablets of powder form. Used orally as well as another way, in another way we can also use this as parenteral for systemic infections. Now what is my parenteral? Parenteral means we can take in the form of injection also, like intravenous or intramuscular. Now this is the structure of ketoconazole. You can see here the name is cis-1 acetyl 4,4,2,2,4 dichlorophenyl 2,1H imidazole 1-methyl 1,3-dioxin 4 while methoxyphenyl piperazine. This is a chemically altered name of this ketoconazole group, okay. Now we will see the actual mode of action of this ketoconazole, how it acts. First, we will see the mode of action in the flow chart form, and then I will explain it in the theory form. Okay. Our fungal cell wall contains a main component due to which the cell wall or cell membrane of fungus is formed, that is ergosterol. This ergosterol is formed in following biosynthesis. Okay, this is a simple biosynthesis of fungal cell wall. First of all, acetyl CoA is there, CoA. It forms squalene. This squalene is converted into squalene epioxide or squalene 2,3 oxide by the enzyme squalene epioxide. Then this formed squalene, all the biosynthesis is occurring into the fungal cell membrane. Okay. Then this formed squalene epioxide is converted into lanosterol. Then the actual mode of action of this our ketoconazole, our antifungal agent, is here only. This lanosterol get converted into the ergosterol, and this ergosterol is the main component of fungal cell membrane, and this ergosterol formation is stopped due to this ketoconazole. This ketoconazole acts on the enzyme 14-alpha demethylase with the help of cytochrome P450 oxidase and other enzymes. It converts the linosterol into ergosterol. Okay. ह्या 14-अल्फा डी अमायलेज एन्झाईमचं कामच काय आहे तर लिनोस्ट्रॉलचं कन्वर्जन इर्गोस्ट्रॉलमध्ये करणार, आणि इर्गोस्ट्रॉल इज अ मेन कंपोनंट ऑफ फंगल सेल वॉल. आणि जर हा इर्गोस्ट्रॉलच सिंथसाइज नाही झाला तर काय होणार, हिअर यू कॅन सी इर्गोस्ट्रॉल is not synthesized properly. There are pores in the ergosterol which are present in the fungal cell membrane, due to which cellular components will leak out from the membrane and finally the fungal cell will die. Okay. कीटोकोनाझोलचं डायरेक्ट ॲक्शन कोणावर आहे तर 14-अल्फा डी अमायलाइज एन्झाईम विच विल कन्वर्ट द लिनोस्ट्रॉल इंटू इर्गोस्ट्रॉल. ओके. मग लिनोस्ट्रॉलचं कन्वर्जन इर्गोस्ट्रॉलमध्ये झालं नाही की काय होणार नाही, इर्गोस्ट्रॉल इज अ मेन कंपोनंट ऑफ फंगल सेल मेम्ब्रेन, आणि इर्गोस्ट्रॉलच फॉर्म झाला नाही की फंगल सेलमधलं जे काही आतलं मटेरियल आहे दॅट विल लीक आउट फ्रॉम द सेल मेम्ब्रेन अँड फायनली फंगल सेल आपली काय होते, डाय होते. हिअर is a theoretical part of your mode of action of ketoconazole. Ketoconazole act on cytochrome P450 enzyme. Activity by inhibiting the enzyme cytochrome P450, that is in short 14-alpha deamylase enzyme. 14-alpha deamylase or cytochrome 450 has an activity of conversion of linosterol into ergosterol, which inhibits the conversion of 14-alpha deamylase lanosterol to ergosterol, and failure of ergosterol synthesis causes alteration in the cell membrane of fungi, leading to permeability and a loss of ability to maintain a normal intracellular environment of the fungal cell wall. This was all about mode of action of ketoconazole. Directly तो आपला ketoconazole कोणावर ॲक्ट होतो तर सायटोक्रोम P450 एन्झाईम और अल्फा 14-अल्फा डीएमायलेज एन्झाईम, त्यांचं कामच काय असतं, लिनोस्ट्रॉलचं कन्वर्जन, जो लिनोस्ट्रॉल फंगल सेल मेम्ब्रेनमध्ये असतो त्याचा कन्वर्जन इर्गोस्ट्रॉलमध्ये करण्यात असतो, आणि इर्गोस्ट्रॉल इज अ मेन पार्ट ऑफ द फंगल सेल वॉल. आणि इर्गोस्ट्रॉलच फॉर्म नाही झाला तर जे काही आतलं इंटरनल फ्लुइड स्ट्रक्चर असतं फंगसचं ते सगळं बाहेर येतं आणि फायनली आपलं सेल काय होतं, किल होते तिथे. नाव टुवर्ड्स द ॲडवर्स इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस कीटोकोनाझोल. हेप्टोटॉक्झिसिटी, दॅट इज केमिकली ड्रायव्हन लिव्हर डॅमेज होऊ शकतं जर ओव्हर यूजमध्ये आपण कीटोकोनाझोल वापरलं तर. सेकंड, ॲड्रिनोकॉर्टिकल सप्रेशन, म्हणजेच काय, कंडिशन्स इन विच द ॲड्रिनल ग्लँड्स डू नॉट प्रोड्यूस द ॲडिक्वेट अमाऊंट ऑफ स्टिरॉइड्स और हार्मोन. वारंवार जर आपण कीटोकोनाझोल फंगल टॅबलेट्स घेत राहिलो तर काय होतं, अशी एक कंडिशन येते जिथे ॲड्रिनल ग्लँड्स काय प्रोड्यूस करू शकत नाहीत आपले, जेवढ्या अमाऊंटमध्ये स्टिरॉइड्स हार्मोन प्रेझेंट असतात तेवढ्या अमाऊंट्समध्ये फॉर्म करू शकत नाहीत. दिस आर द टू इफेक्ट्स ऑफ overuse of or adverse effect of ketoconazole. And this was all about the in short biosynthesis of fungal cell wall and the mode of action of fungal cell. mode of action of ketoconazole onto the fungal cell. Okay, thank you.